Hey, it's Molly from MakeItAsADogTrainer.com, and welcome to this 5-minute breakthrough video where you will get a mind-blowing breakthrough for your dog training business in about 5 minutes. Be sure to like this video and subscribe and hit the bell, or you will miss out on tons of awesome things. And as always, the best things and all the greatest goodies are over at MakeItAsADogTrainer.com. So head over there after this video, check the links in the description for other things so you can see what we have going on right now. So right now we are talking about the most popular and common question I have ever been asked in the last 10 years of helping dog trainers with their businesses. Almost every webinar that I've ever done, every live thing, every live video, everything that has comments down below it, everything, almost always has this question, which is, should I put my prices on my website? And the official answer might actually surprise you. The official answer is, it depends on basically like one or two things. Most of the time, like 98% of the time, the answer is no, you shouldn't. The other 2% of the time is those couple of things that it depends on. So how do you know if you and your dog training business should have your prices on your website? The most important thing to know about this topic is that having your prices on your website does a few things to people psychologically, more than you even kind of might be aware of. The first one is the obvious one, is that they see your prices right away. As long as they're paying any attention at all. So they go to your website, you have your programs or your packages or whatever, and you have your prices on there. So then they know how much you charge. So you think the benefit of that is, well, then I don't have to answer that question when people contact me. And answering that question is a selling skill, something that I talk about in other videos, that you can handle really easily, and you can know how to handle that question when people contact you. But if you're trying to avoid it, you figure I'll put my prices on my website. So then people see the prices right away. The thing that happens on the back end, kind of that you might not even realize is happening, is that you're actually training people to be price shoppers by doing that. So you know that not everybody, and even the best clients, won't use price as their main means of making a decision on who to choose as a dog trainer. That they will know that there's a quality difference, that a more expensive dog trainer might actually be better, or whatever, that they wouldn't necessarily compare it on price per hour or price per week or whatever, that's not the most important factor. But by having your prices front and center at the very beginning of their interaction with you, you might avoid them asking you the question, but you're also telling them, this is what I charge for this much time. Go and compare that to other people. And if you are charging what you're worth, chances are other people are cheaper. And even if you're undercharging, chances are there's other people who are cheaper. So you don't want to increase the likelihood of that behavior, of people just comparing you to other dog trainers simply based on price. The objection that dog trainers have to not having their prices on their website is usually just some kind of variation of, well, that's not how I like to shop. And that's valid. When you go and look for a service, you probably prefer if you see prices right away, so you can price shop. And you can compare based on other people's prices and choose, the guy who's going to clean your driveway or whatever based on who's cheaper. But that might not be, if price is not the most important thing to you. Even if it is, even if it's not, you are not shopping for your service. So you need to do what's actually going to work better, not what makes you comfortable when you are shopping for something, because you're not the one buying from you. You need to do what's going to work for the people who are buying from you. So when people see your prices right off the bat, they will know your prices. But what happens with that is that you will actually be contacted by a lot less people. Even the people who would have been willing to pay it, even the people who would have been ideal. You just take kind of like a cross section of everybody off the number of people who would have contacted you. You just take like a percentage of all of them away, because they feel like either they got the information they needed and they don't need to contact you, or it's too much money and they don't see the value of it yet because they got the price before they understood the value. And that's really the biggest problem with having your prices on your website, is that you're basically saying, this is how much this time is, this is how much this is worth, but they don't understand why it's worth that. They don't understand the value of it yet. That's part of your selling skills. Remember, your website has one job, and that's to get people to contact you. And they are more likely to contact you by all statistics if your prices are not on your website. So pretty much the only reason you would ever put your prices on your website is if you are getting too many calls, too many leads. If you need less leads, you need fewer people contacting you, put your prices on your site. That will definitely work to get fewer people contacting you. if you need to make the most of every person who finds you and get more of them to contact you, it works much better to leave your prices off your website, have content on there that makes them want to contact you, which is a totally separate topic, and know how to answer the price question, which is a totally separate topic. But those are skills. Everything you do to get clients is marketing skills, and that's why you're here. So that would work much better for you. So unless you're trying to get less leads, generally speaking, you don't want to have your prices on your website. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to look in the description for more goodies, and I will see you in the next video.